Hello there, guys, girls, gamers, everyone, it's me, GenuineParts, and we're back to If My Heart Had Wings. If you're wondering why I'm still wearing the same stuff, go back one episode, and all is explained. We just helped Kotori finish her list of things she wants to do before she's dropping out of school, and apparently she wants to go to a couples cafe, but now she has changed her mind, and we will see how this is unfolding. I'm sorry.
風ヶ浦の若い腐女子たちにとっては、デートであそこに行くのが一種のステータスになってるってわけ。本当に知らなかったんだからね。
Pow! Kotori points at me. She's strongly denying it, but it's not like I really have any suspicions about it.
葵と言ってくれば？
That feels like she's caught. Kotori has gone red and was looking down. Well, I don't mind. Is that place expensive?
ケーキが一つ800円くらいから、紅茶もだいたいそれくらいだったかな。
That's a little steep.
本場仕込みのミルフィーユが看板メニューなんだけど、すんごい美味しいらしいよ。そっちは一つ1300円ね。
Okay. For one cake? I guess it's in the same place as a supermarket that sells high-grade marbled meat for 2,980 yen for 100 grams. For doing the work of the doormother, I can get a small allowance from my mom, so next month will be okay.
だから違うって言ってんでしょうが。紅茶とケーキが美味しいお店だって、素敵なお店だって誰かが言ってるの聞いたから。
Well, 別
に男の子とデートしてみたいなんて言ってない。言ってない。
It must be important because she said it twice. I was overwhelmed with her vigor and nodded in agreement without saying anything.
はい、この話はおしまい。
As she one-sidedly dropped the subject, she used the pen to hurriedly blot out that entry. It might have bled through the other side of the page.
Aoi, 残念そうな顔してない？
Hey, what's that face? No, I don't.
甘いもの好きだもんね。
Yeah. I wouldn't get disappointed about something like that. Besides, did I really look disappointed? Agea cleared away the lunchboxes and opened the bag of snacks. We bought a lot because it felt like we were going to an execution. While Agea eats some of the snacks, she did... I don't know that word, I'm sorry. She takes another look at her notebook after Kotori had finished blotting it out. Speaking of which, we were in the middle of talking about what to do next.
ねえ、これ何?
Okay. It was written much bigger than the other entries. I want to pass through the passage of cloud. Yeah, I thought that was quite a mysterious too. What is that?
So...
What do you mean you don't know?
だって、それ書いたの、私じゃないもの。
Answered Kotori while crunching the perch snacks that Agea had given her. Now that she mentions it, the handwriting is different. Eat as much Haagen-Dazs as I want. And so on are written in nice uniform writing. Compared to the meticulously neat handwriting I want to press through the passage of cloud was written in a way that seemed bold and spirited.
じゃあ、誰が書いたの？ノートの持ち主よ。私が見つけた時には、もう書いてあったの。
I think it's the person that a man was talking about. There's a few entries written in this unbridled fashion, and below are the neatly written entries. Kotori had added to it, continuing from what someone else had written. You found it? What do you mean?
私が飛び予想に来た時、部屋で見つけたの。 棚の隙間に隠してあったのよ。じゃあこれハバネさんのノートじゃないんだ。
It's a stolen notebook.
ええ、多分前に住んでた子の日記よ。
When she says that this is a diary, I feel hesitant to just go ahead and open it. Had Kotori read it?
じゃあ誰かの日記の続きにハバネさんが書いたってこと？
Without thinking, Age and I both made a face like, why? While Kotori remained quiet. I don't think that it's because it would be a shame to waste the unused pages. The thing that I was more concerned with was, I want to pass through the passage of cloud. What is a passage of cloud? If it's clouds we're talking about. I look up. There's a blue sky and a few clouds and then a giant windmill. The windmill blades moving around slowly in the wind look a lot like the wings of a glider.
じゃあ次はこれ、献血。みんなで血を抜きましょう。
Okay. Let's donate blood.
最後のは結構きつかったね。
Now I'm curious. My eyes are still flickering. The last thing we did was complete Lady and Silver Gun, the final entry on the list. If you're wondering what that is, it's a shooting up game, and until just now we were at the video game arcade, where we finally completed it by repeatedly using continuous and taking turns. Because it was so hard, it made getting to the ending all the more impressive.
いやー、なかなかの名作だったね。
I'm no good at shoot 'em ups. The best at this game was Agea, then Kotori. It seemed that Kotori had played it from time to time when she skipped school before. She must have gotten mad with the incredibly difficulty of the game and said one day I will complete this game, and then added the little entry to the notebook, it seems. We had to spend 3,000 yen to complete it. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
これでリストは全部クリア？
Does that mean we have cleared everything on the list? Oh, crap. It's not my... Yeah. We'd also finished the entries that Kotori hadn't written while we were at it. The only one left was to pass through the passage of clouds. Since we didn't know what it meant, we had virtually cleared the whole list.
終わってみるとなんかあっけないね。
I'm glad we finished before dinner.
そうだね。遊ぶならまた別の日にすればいいもんね。
What's up?
なんでもない。
Kotori's expression seemed dark. The same as Agea, it looked like she feels unexpectedly disappointed now that it's all over, like it wasn't enough.
さてと、お腹空いたし、そろそろ帰りますか。
Hopefully your mom won't find out about this.
大丈夫だって、うちの谷そんなに豆じゃないし。
But Hotaru is quite serious. If she realizes that you hadn't gone to school, she might tell your mom, right?
そん時は葵も芋づる式だからね。
What? How could you? Are you gonna tell on me?
5年ぶりにお母さんのケツキック食らいなさい。
She said jokingly and turned to face Kotori.
今日はありがとう。ハバネさんのおかげですっごい楽しかった。 じゃあまた明日ね。
She said with a smile and turned to leave. With a spring in her steps, he walked up the gentle slope. Kotori went to say something, so Agea stopped walking. Kotori looked down and faltered as she spoke. This time she looked like she was about to cry. Agea waited for a little while for Kotori to open her mouth, patiently. However, Kotori didn't say any more.
ねえ、ハバネさん。私ね、本当は今日お話があって会いに行ったんだ。お話？一緒にやろうよ、ソアリング部。
Okay, that's probably the wrong moment to bring that topic up.
葵から聞いたよ。グライダーのこと詳しいんでしょ？ガレージに行くのいつも楽しみにしてたんでしょ？一緒にやったら絶対楽しいって。きっと毎日が今日みたいだよ。だからね。
Agea closed her mouth and waited for a reply. There was no mistake that Kotori was in two minds. She was certainly interested in gliders, so I think she would actually really like to join the Soaring Club. That's why now she might be able to express those feelings.
やらないって言ってるでしょ。どうして？どうしてもよ。あなたには関係ない。
Agea's expression dropped at Kotori's blunt refusal.
どうしてそういう言い方になるかな。余計なこと聞いてくるからでしょ。そんなだからクラスでも浮いちゃうんだって思わない？
This time Kotori seemed irritated by Agea's remark.
浮いてて悪かったわね。誰かさんみたいに八方美人じゃないだけよ。八方美人ですって。
Hold it. Calm down, both of you. Why are you arguing all of a sudden? I step in so they can't ignore me. After all, we had such a fun day. Let's just cut it. Whoa! Agea pushed me aside like I was in her way. It's no good. It looks like she's quite pissed off about the kissing up comment.
こないだのことはみんなが悪いって思うよ。あんな風に言われたらハバネさんが怒るのも当然だもん。けどハバネさんにだって悪いところがあったと思う。どこがよ。ほらその態度。
Agea pointed her finger at Kotori's face as if to say, there, irrefutable evidence.
挑戦的っていうかなんていうか、そんなだからみんなに誤解されちゃうんだよ。今日一緒に遊んだみたいにさ、もっと普通に打ち解ければいいじゃんか。親切にどうも別に頼んでないけど。何その言い方。あなたってほんと親切よね。は？知ってるんだから。私にやたらと話しかけてきたの先生に頼まれたからなんだって。
Okay. Faltering for a moment from hearing Kotori's words, Agea stayed tight-lipped. Her cheeks went red.
私はそれとも私のことがかわいそうだから親切にしてくれてたの？そういうのもううんざりなのよ。
Kotori told her and turned her wheelchair sideways.
さよなら。
Hey, hey! With that, she left by herself. Agea.
いいの。ハバネさんの言ったこと全部本当だから。
But that's not the whole reason why you did it, though, is it? Aren't you also being misunderstood?
ごめん。もう帰るね。
Agea, this time looking like she didn't want to talk, with trembling shoulders, climbed the gentle slope. I watched her from behind as she left and then hurried back to the dormitory. That's a nice transition. Kotori! Hey, Kotori! Hat came out as if to protest about the noise. Hey, is your buddy in there? Get out of the way, Yulia. I move Hat out of the way and take a peek into Kotori's room to the duck door. Damn, Hat's in the way. I can't see.
いけないんだ。
Ah, Kanaku, has she come back yet?
いや、まだみたいだけど。なかったの？
Yeah, kind of. Can I ask you to prepare dinner?
え？私が？
Please.
嘘。ちょっと、それはやばいって。言っちゃった。 っても知らないから。これでみんなおしまい。せいせいしたわ。
That's not what it looks like, though. I call out to her, but without surprise, Kotori looks at me for a moment before quickly looking back at the lake. At night, the lake looks like a vast black mass of darkness lying sideways. On the other side is Windmill Hill, which looks beautiful when illuminated. Since she hadn't come back to the dormitory, I guessed that she might be here, and this is where I found her. Sorry for that phone call. So we had just found Kotori, so let's get on. What are you doing here? Self-assessment? I say it in a light-hearted way, but she doesn't answer. Let's go back. It's almost time for dinner. Kotori shook her head. You can't stay here, can you?
いやよ、帰りたくない。
Why not?
今日終わらせたくないから。
She mumbled quietly as her cheek quivered for a moment. What do you mean?
部屋に帰ったら終わっちゃう。今日が楽しすぎて終わらせたくない。
Oh. It sounded like she was getting tearful.
こんな風に友達みたいに誰かと過ごしたの久しぶりだったのよ。
Kotori.
なのに結局喧嘩しちゃった。
Yes, that's true. You can't round off a fun day with an argument. For me too, today was an unbelievably fun day. It was like going back to when I was a kid, playing stupid pranks from the morning until sunset. Right now, the thing that makes me feel a little pleased is the fact that I know that Kotori feels the same way. About Agia. I didn't see the things that happened in the class, so I can't really say, but she's a simple person. So I don't think she would have done what the teacher asked her if she didn't want to. However, even if she hadn't been asked, she's the type who would just do it anyway. That sometimes causes problems though, right? I said jokingly, and Kotori smiled just a little.
知ってる。
And today she wasn't asked to, but she skipped school with us, didn't she? That was the first time she had skipped school and only stuck with us because that's how things turned out. She's not a bad person. Maybe she really thinks that she wants to be your friend. That's what I think. Even Agia wouldn't go this far just for the sake of being kind.
私 私の足がこんな風になったのは今から2年前のことよ。旅行先で事故に遭ったの。
2 years only. That's not a lot of time to accommodate to the situation.
それまではあなたやあの子たちと同じように立って歩いたり走ったりしてたわ。友達もたくさんいて運動部にも入ってたバレー部だったのよ。
Mila, na 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 na. Really? I imagine Kotori jumping up from the floor and launching an attack on the opponent's court. No doubt about it, she would have been brilliant, spectacular. You can. What?
それが事故で足を怪我して車椅子なしじゃ生活できなくなった。 私が行ってた学校にはエレベーターなんてなかったし、校舎の至るところに
Yeah, a sports school
段差があ
usually.
って。
A step of a little as 5 centimeters is a huge obstacle for a wheelchair.
学校に通うことさえ困難になった。怪我する前のような生活。放課後みんなでハンバーガー食べに行ったり、服を買いに行ったり、そんな当たり前のことが何一つできなくなった。仲の良かった友達は気がつくとみんな離れていってたわ。
Why are you smiling when you say
一緒
that?
に遊べないんだから当然よね。
That can't be true. If they were your friends. If they were your friends, they wouldn't care. They can still hang out with you. Saying that might just be oversimplifying things though. At the very least, that's her actual experience of it.
ある時ホームルームで私がみんなから孤立してるのに気づいた先生がこう言って、ハバネさんはかわいそうな子なんです。もっと仲良くしてあげましょう。
Oh wow, that's a shitty thing to say.
すごいショックだった。自分がどんな境遇にいるのか思い知らされて、その後一人でこっそり泣いたわ。悔しくて情けなくて、そんな風に気を使われるのが嫌でしょうがなかった。
Kotori's hands were trembling as she held onto the hem of her skirt. It looked like the frustration of that time had come back to haunt her.
だからここへ来たの。完全バリアフリーの学校なら誰にも迷惑をかけず一人でやっていけるって。
At our school, Kotori can go there by herself and can get into and out of the classroom without anyone's help.
けどやっぱりダメだった。学校って場所は一人でやっていけるようにはできてないのよね。
It's not just a physical problem. It's a social environment, and you can't get by without being involved with other people.
おまけにタイヤがパンクしたら遭難の危機だし、一人でお風呂にも入れないんですもの。なんかもう疲れちゃった。
She murmured as she spoke and looked across the windmill hill at the other bank. The composed forms of the giant windmills seemed to have a calming effect on her. That would be pretty tiring, wouldn't it?
でしょ？私結構頑張った方だと思わない？
I do. I agreed from the bottom of my heart. I can't just say something simple like, try even harder. That's the wrong
ソア
thing
リン
to
グ部の
say.
部員集めうまくいってるの？
It looks like we might be able to do something. I just hope we make it in time though.
そう、よかった。あの変な先輩ずっと一人で頑張ってたんでしょ？途中で終わらせちゃかわいそうだもんね。私も一度でいいから飛んでみたかったの。あのグライダーで。
Kotori narrows her eyes as she speaks. She looks across to the sky above Windmill Hill. Hey, you don't really want to quit school, do you?
そんなことないわ。お父さんやお母さんも心配してるし、私が学校辞めて家に帰れば喜んでくれる。
Kotori smiled when she said that, but to me it looked like she was forcing herself to smile. I sat next to Kotori and just like her looked at the view of the opposite bank. And this will end this emotionally pretty taxing episode. We will conclude this, of course, in the next episode. And I thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time. Best regards from Parts. Bye.